Yo, it's your boy Big Val Opinion, man. And I'm back with another video. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I missed, man. What's going on, man? I guess I don't follow the right people. I guess I'm not following the right people or something. Man, I can't find no lives on YouTube. Nobody live. Or you mean to tell me I done missed all the lives today? I don't know, man. I need help, man. Somebody tell me why is the street so quiet? All you can hear is crickets. You can hear rats pissing on cotton in the YouTube streets, man. It used to be always something. What's up, Courtney? It used to always be something going on in the YouTube streets, man. I've been on YouTube since I got to work looking for somebody on live talking about something. I done missed. Ain't nobody talking about nothing. If I didn't get the memo, can somebody fill me in? I mean, what I missed? What they told everybody to stay off of YouTube today? They ordered everybody to stay off YouTube talking about R. Kelly. Need Near the B say I'm looking for a live as well. Man, I've been on here since I got to work this evening. I'm looking like damn, ain't nobody got nothing to say. Ain't nobody got nothing to say. Well, goddamn, right? What happened? This the YouTube street that used to be on fire. These YouTube streets used to be on fire. Eric, Miss Virgo, what's up? Man, you can't hear a motherfucker like they. Man, what the hell? Who got threatened? Who told man? What they say? Nobody better not come on here. What the fuck? Everybody running scared now. Ain't nobody got. I never seen nobody have nothing to say. I've never seen a time when nobody had nothing to say. Like I well, I guess they left me out of the text. I guess they left me out of the thread to not come live today. I must ain't get the memo. I don't know. T Glenn, what's up? I must ain't get the memo to stay off live today. They gonna probably come get my ass because I have questions. Why the fuck is it so goddamn quiet? Ain't nobody got nothing to say. And you would think people will be discussing Cheeseburger Derogatis and him and the prosecutor, you know, these burner email accounts. Ain't nobody talking about the burner email account. Say the only person I saw live today was Lady D. I don't. What up, T Glenn? I don't know, Lady. I seen Lady D, but I don't. I have yet to I went over there one day. I left a couple comments in her chat. That was it. She didn't really say too much or nothing. So I don't go where I ain't welcome at. That's just how I rock. It ain't no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? But I try to acknowledge everybody that comes into my chat. But I also understand that she rock with some of the people. You know what I'm saying? But I don't tell a person where they can go, where they can't go. But man, why ain't nobody talking about Jim Cheeseburger Derek Goddess and this assistant prosecutor, and these burner email accounts? These burner accounts. Why ain't nobody on here making noise about these burner email accounts? You mean ain't nobody got nothing to say about it? Then they go name the Pied Piper? Come on. Are you serious? You motherfuckers. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Hey, Mr. Officer, I'm selling drugs on this corner, right? You gonna tell the police, hey, I got a pocket full of drugs, right? That's what these you gonna go make a fake email account and name it the Pied Piper, allegedly the Pied Piper. Are you serious? Hollywood, shout out to Hollywood, man. Hollywood, she doing her thing. She did Hollywood that elevated her channel over there. She doing her thing, bringing good content the way she bring it. Shout out to her. I appreciate her because she helped me on my journey as well. She helped me on my journey as well. Shout out to Hollywood, most definitely. But ain't nobody talking about the corruption in Chicago. Ain't nobody got nothing to say about it. You mean to tell me ain't nobody got nothing to say about the corruption in Chicago? Nobody got nothing to say about it? Nobody got nothing to say about it. Man, look here. Hey, I wonder now with Jim Derogatis implementing himself in this case, can he plead the fifth now? Can his big ass plead the fifth now? If all the things that they are alleging, if everything that they are alleging took place, can his big ass plead the fifth now? Can they make him take the stand? Can they make that big old boy take the stand? He probably can't even fit in a chair to take the stand, but they probably bring him up front, pull out a recliner or something for Jim, let him sit down in it. But now that he's implementing himself in this case, can Jim Derogatis be put on the stand? Now can he be put on the stand? See, he avoided the first trial by pleading the fifth, but he still haven't made it make sense to me yet. Jim Derogatis, it still haven't made any sense to me yet. What's up, Elvira? Jim Derogatis, it still haven't made any sense to me yet. How is it that they not using him? Oh no, I already know Jennifer and them. He's finna get. He can try to avoid this, but Jennifer and the defense can subpoena his big ass. The defense can subpoena him because if you look at it, his involvement in this case is way more. His involvement in this case is more than the informant over there, Mr. McGee. Because who turned in the tape? Who did they get the tape from? The tape was given to Jim. Jim gave the tape to the police department, or who he gave it. We don't know who he gave the tape to, but he the one who broke the news about the tape and about it being Sparkle's niece on the tape. So Jim, he has a lot to do with a lot that's going on. He's implemented in a lot of the stuff that's going on. A lot of this evidence came from this brother. So what I think J-Bo gonna do with J-Bo being J-Bo, see J-Bo never finna put the prosecutor in a catch-22. So I listen to Hollywood. I kid you not. They have a list of who and what can be mentioned in court. That's okay. They can try to hide Jim, but Jennifer is not gonna play with them. See, the prosecution, they try. Even the judge. I heard some of the stuff that the judge was saying. I heard some of the stuff that the judge was saying, and some of the stuff that the judge was denying. Some of the stuff that the judge was denying. And what this judge, what it looks like is that these people have drawn up a game plan, and what they're saying is it don't matter how much evidence y'all got to prove corruption. We just want to convict this man, and then y'all take it to the appeals court, and then we deal with it and deal with it all the wrongdoing in the appeals court. That's what it looks like. Because how could you not acknowledge all of the mishandling that's going on within this man's case, from the leaked jail records to all of these employees that work for him who testified against him, to this man being charged with RICO when ain't no other person involved in the RICO but him. Like, how is it a RICO when it's only him being charged? I mean, I'm sitting here. I went and watched interview with Sammy the Bull. I went and watched interview with other mafia people like that. I went and watched other interviews with people talking about the RICO. And they talked about the RICO and the significance of the RICO. And you look at R. Kelly case, you like, how the hell was this man charged with a RICO enterprise when ain't nobody in the enterprise but him? It makes no sense. Now we get to Chicago, and man, Chicago's so fucked up. They talk about how Kim Fox is allowing the crime rate to go up. They say she is like fueling the crime rate. They said that this woman let a murderer go free that killed somebody right in front of the police, allegedly. They say a guy shot someone right in front of the police, and Kim Fox allowed this guy to walk, allegedly. Like, this is what she did. She's the same lady who recused herself from the Smollett case, but then turned around and was asking prosecutors to be lenient on Jesse, to show favor with Jesse. You know, after he lied and they used all these resources to do investigations and things of that nature. But what's funny to me about Chicago is they used all these resources to investigate an issue with Jesse Smollett, but they can't investigate how all these young kids getting these illegal guns, how these young kids getting these guns with switches on them, how these young kids getting assault rifles. Make that make sense, Chicago. I need my boy David in here. My boy David from Chicago, or my sister Skylight, somebody here from Chicago. Because I'm trying to see how did they invest so much resources into investigating Jesse Smollett claim of being attacked, but they can't investigate how these young children getting all these handguns, assault rifles in Chicago. Courtney say she the same lady that beat her husband up and told the prosecutor not to allow him to press charges on her. The husband tried to put charges on her. Her husband tried to put charges on her, and she told the prosecutors not to listen to him, not to take no information from him. This woman is outright evil. This woman is outright dirty. And they say this woman, this is what the Democrats, I don't know, I ain't a Democrat or Republican, but they were saying this is what these people want. They want the violence. They want the crime rate to be high. You know what I'm saying? But you can't campaign. This is what they're doing. These people are using their campaign. They're using R. Kelly to fuel their campaign. That's what we see. That is what we're seeing. These people are using Robert Sylvester Kelly to fuel their campaign. They feel like if we can convict R. Kelly, we can gain public favor. You know, the public will vote. The public will come out and vote for us. They'll get us back in there. And the public is so goddamn dumb. They so hell bent on locking R. Kelly up to the fact that they okay with this prosecutor not doing her job with they okay with this prosecutor not doing her job when it comes to the killings in Chicago. They okay with her not doing her job when it comes to the crime rate in Chicago. Long as she lock R. Kelly up, we'll go back and vote for her. That's stupid as hell. That's outright stupid. That's outright stupid. So I'm on the YouTube streets today and I'm strolling. I'm hearing, let me tell y'all something too now. Finally, something negative about the prosecution or something negative about the prosecutors has finally made the news. Finally, after 3 years, they have reported something wrong. They have reported some wrongdoing about the prosecutor's office in Chicago. They reported about the email correspondence. Why didn't they speak on these bloggers? Why did the news media outlets speak on these bloggers illegally obtaining Robert Sylvester Kelly's jail records, emails, core links? You know, why did they not speak on that? Why did they not speak on? They spoke on the prosecutor's office making a burner email account and then naming the email account the Pod Piper, some Pod Piper. And then they having trans communications with Jim Derogatis. So this is what we're seeing. I want y'all to think about something. Now, didn't y'all remember Demetrius Smith said they used some stuff that was in his book to bring charges against Robert? Now, my issue is that all of these people who are writing books in the prosecution, y'all saying that this man has committed crimes. If this brother has committed crimes, why are y'all using books? Why are y'all using books that were written by scorned men? Why is the prosecution using books that were written by scorned people who has it out to take this brother down, and y'all using these books to bring charges without no factual evidence to prove none of the stuff that these people are writing in these books? How can Jim Derogatis write a book about Robert Sylvester Kelly when he have never for one day in his life spent time around this brother? So how is he communicating with a prosecutor about things that's inside of his book when he got his information from someone as well? I agree. Netta B, I agree. But how can you take information from Derogatis' book when his book is third-party information once it comes to the prosecutor? I mean, somebody told it him, he told it somebody else. That's third-party information. ATB was him. That's third-party information. How? You heard Demetrius Smith say that some of the stuff that they were alleging that R. Kelly did, he wrote about it in his book. You heard Cass Jones say some of the stuff that they are alleging that R. Kelly did, she wrote about it in her book. So how is it that the prosecutors are claiming that this brother did so much, but they are relying on books? They are relying on TV shows to bring charges against this brother with no factual evidence. Do you understand? Are y'all seeing, are y'all hearing the same shit that I'm hearing? This is what I'm hearing. Then you got a fake ass PI. Hold on, right? Hold on. We got a fake PI. Oh, ain't nobody standing by my fax machine. Ain't nobody standing by my fax machine. I'm petty. Hell yeah, I'm messing. I'm petty. Yeah, I'm messing. I'm petty. ATB say you see it's not getting national news. I haven't heard it. CNN isn't talking about it at all. No, only the Chicago news networks are talking about the prosecutor, the prosecutor and Jim Derogatis in the emails. But what I think, this is why Andrew Wyatt is so important, because Andrew Wyatt can take this story. Andrew Wyatt can take these stories to these different platforms and these different networks, CNN. That's why he said what he said on that interview. He need to put his face, put R. Kelly's story with his face, so that he can take the story around and advocate for Robert Sylvester Kelly. Therefore, he can go to these big news media networks and tell the story and talk about some of the things that are going on. T. Glenn say, when all these so-called accusers said R. Kelly did what they said he did, there was enough evidence to obtain a search warrant to search his house too. Right. But the thing about it is, these people stalked and preyed on R. Kelly. I tell y'all, all of these lawsuits and settlements, So, and then it wasn't even Jennifer Motion who sparked the investigation of the prosecutor office and Jim DeRogatis emails. It was Darren McDavid lawyer who sparked. I think it was Darren McDavid lawyer who mentioned about the email translation. But the problem is, they said that the government knew about these emails 2 years ago. Make that make sense? What's up, Ashley? They say that the government knew of these emails 2 years ago. The government knew of these emails 2 years ago, but now they are just being talked about. We remember when Kim Fox prosecutors in her office started putting in their resignation letters. We remember that. If you've been around since 2019, you remember that. By what about football player paid off those women? Who? Deshaun Watson? Or what football player? These people are crazy, man. They try to say, and y'all know, man. Look at the extreme measures. Oh, I don't know. That he probably was directed to just pay. He probably was ATB. Watson probably was directed by his lawyers to just pay the people off to go away. That's what they wanted in the first place. The women only came out. They wanted him to spend. The man just got a big ass contract, so they come with the lawsuits right when he get a big ass contract. They come with the lawsuits, and guess what? His lawyers gonna direct him to pay those settlements off. Just pay them off, because honestly, he don't lose. He can use those payoffs as a tax write-off. But see, that's the thing, ATB. R. Kelly never paid off no accusers. That's the issue. That's why R. Kelly is in jail. R. Kelly is in jail because himself never paid off no accusers. But yet his manager paid off accusers. R. Kelly's manager paid off accusers. R. Kelly manager had some shady dealings going on. R. Kelly had no knowledge of these settlements being paid out. That's why I tell people. That you have to think about how this process played out with R. Kelly. His manager knew that R. Kelly would fight accusations if they came against him. All you have to do is think back to when the lady claimed that R. Kelly fathered her child. R. Kelly fought that. He went to court. He did a DNA test, came back. R. Kelly wasn't the father of the child. So the woman tried to sue R. Kelly, tried to say he was her child father. But R. Kelly fought it. He showed up, took the DNA test. He fought that charge. He fought them accusations. So from that point, what his manager did was he made sure that none of these accusers went to the hospital or to the police station, because I've been explaining this for a few days. Because if any one of those accusers go to the hospital was going to get the police involved, which means the police was going to have to ride out to R. Kelly home or wherever R. Kelly was at. They was going to put out a bench warrant or whatever for him. He was going to have to turn himself in. Therefore, R. Kelly would have been made aware that, hey, Jane Doe is trying to sue you. She's claiming to have been sexually assaulted by you, this, that, and the third. And guess what R. Kelly said? Well, I'm taking this to trial. But instead, what they did was they intentionally avoided the hospital and the police department so that they can go straight to the lawsuit. And his attorney, if his manager, if R. Kelly, this is how you know that R. Kelly manager didn't give a fuck about him. This is why. Yeah, they said, I don't know how Darren McDavid knew it, but I just spoke and say it was Darren McDavid's attorney who brought it to the light that Jim DeRogatis and the prosecutor were communicating. But like I was telling people, this is how you know that Darren McDavid did not give a fuck about R. Kelly. Because when these lawsuits came in to Darren McDavid, when these lawsuits hit Darren McDavid's desk, Darren McDavid did not even mention it to R. Kelly. He did not even tell R. Kelly to fight him or none of that. He just paid these settlements out. Therefore, if you got 10, 15, 20 people coming out suing your artist, and for once, at any given point, are you going to even consider saying, hey, do you even know this lady? Have you ever saw this lady? Do you know who this is? Hold on now. Robert, you getting lawsuits. These lawsuits are starting to become like regular mail. We need to do something about this. But instead, what he did, he kept paying the settlements off. Robert never even knew this man was paying settlements off. That's why I tell people, you have to look at it. You got to look at it, and you have to look at it from a pretty much. You have to think. You have to ask yourself, how could a criminal get away with stealing so much money? If either one of those females, that's how. Now the lady who claimed that R. Kelly fathered her child, she actually went and filed charges. She actually went and filed something stating that he was the father of her child. Therefore, he has the right to contest that. He had to contest it. So it was no way that she could avoid him. It was no way that one accuser could avoid R. Kelly contesting the paternity of that child. And when he did contest the paternity of that child, comes to find out he wasn't even the father of the child. He wasn't the father. So what do y'all think? Now, logically, like technically speaking right now, don't y'all know if he went up, how many brothers, I say how many N-words is going to go and contest paternity of a child if they feel like they didn't been involved with that woman, or it could be, or it possibly could be his child. How many brothers are going to voluntarily go down there and say, hey, I want to contest paternity of this child? How many brothers you really think is going to volunteer to go down there and contest the paternity of a child unless that brother know, I ain't never seen this woman or slept with this woman a day in my life? I'm going to contest this shit. He went and fought it. Come to find out, he wasn't the father of that child. So if he was willing to go and contest the paternity of a child, Y'all know damn well that man would have went and contest these goddamn accusations of him sexually assaulting these women or physically assaulting these women. He most definitely was gonna go contest that. But what they understood was he was gonna contest it. So Darren McDavid and Susan Loggins, what they did allegedly, they said we don't need none of these women going to a hospital or a police station. Which, if you think about it now you want to be technical, and we can think about it in a technical way. If they were really sexually assaulted, if they were really physically assaulted, the proper and professional thing to do was to go to the police station and file a report. If you were sexually assaulted, the professional and proper thing to do is to go to the hospital and have a rape kit done. Get DNA samples. Therefore, once you go and get the paperwork started, you leaving a paper trail. I filed my police report. I went to the hospital, got my hospital report. Now I'm going to the lawyer and find me a lawyer so I can file a lawsuit, which I got hospital report, police report to back my lawsuit. When this brother tried to fight it, guess what? He want to contest it. Look, I got my medical records. I got DNA records. I got a police report. All of this was investigated that this did take place. And now I'm going to go and file my lawsuit. If he try to contest it, you got the paperwork to back it up. But they knew that he would try to contest it. So they say, no, we're not going to go to the hospital. We're not going to go to the police. We're just going to file a lawsuit. And when his manager get it, his manager is just going to pay the settlement out. And he would never know what happened. It's crazy that she was so-called pregnant from him, which turned out to not be true, but nobody else was pregnant. But they say he did not use condom. My point exactly, T. Glenn. But you know who turned out to be the child father? Allegedly, Demetrius turned out to be the girl. Allegedly, Demetrius turned out to be the father of the child. So it could have been Demetrius put this female up to this shit. Because Demetrius probably felt like, well, you just gonna say Robert is the child daddy, and then if you go and file a lawsuit, Robert is not gonna contest it, so you gonna win by default. Therefore, you get a little check, you get the child get taken care of. See, Demetrius allegedly, this is what I heard allegedly, that Demetrius fathered the child that R. Kelly did the paternity test for, and it turned out to not be his. I'm not 100% accurate on it. That's why I'm saying allegedly. Allegedly. So could it have been a situation where Demetrius got this girl pregnant, and Demetrius told this girl, go and file a lawsuit against R. Kelly. He ain't going to contest it. Therefore, you'll automatically win by default, put some money in your pockets, and just go away. But it didn't happen the way that Demetrius thought it was going to happen, because it's a paternity. You claiming that a man is a father of your child. They had to contact R. Kelly. It wasn't nothing that Darren McDavid could do to stop the child support agency from reaching Robert Sylvester Kelly. So Demetrius had a good plan, but it just wasn't good. It just wasn't the right plan. He had a good plan. It just wasn't the right plan. And T. Glenn said he the one need to be locked up. Yeah, Demetrius need to be. Demetrius was having sex with them young ass girls, and he was doing it all in the name of R. Kelly. He was doing it. Demetrius was having sex with those underage girls, and he was doing it all in the name of R. Kelly. And everybody, I'm gonna show y'all how this works, right? If I'm Big Val Opinion, right? I'm Big Val Opinion. Say I hire a staff. a Big Vibe Opinion hire a staff of 5 people. If I hire a staff of 5 people, and everywhere I go, I'm taking my staff with me. I'm the head honcho. This is Big Vibe Incorporated. I got 5 people that work with me as well under this umbrella of Big Vibe Incorporated. What's up, Jane? If I'm the head of the corporation and I got 5 people who works with me under my corporation, right? So say I got 5 people working with me. So if me and my crew, if me and my staff say we go out to the mall one day, I'm the big fish. I got 5 staff members that work for me. We go into the mall. Okay, boom. If one of my staff members get into an altercation with a civilian in the mall, they get to tussling or whatever. Just say my staff member end up breaking this civilian nose. The civilian found out that, hey, I was fighting one of Big Vibe Opinion staff members. Guess who they're going to sue? Guess who they're going to come after? They're not going to come after my staff member. They're going to come after Big Vibe Opinion. Because my staff member is employed by me. He works with me. He was with me. So they're going to come after me. They're not going to be worried about my staff. They're going to be thanking my staff member. I thank you for hitting me. So now I'm about to sue your boss. That's just like if you go on Walmart and somebody at the cash register slap you, you're not going to sue the person who slapped you. You're going to sue Walmart because Walmart employs the person that slapped you. You might whoop that person's ass after they slap you, but after you done whooping their ass for slapping you, you're going to sue Walmart because guess what? Your employee slapped me for no reason. So I done whooped your employee ass and I'm about to sue y'all. So the thing with R. Kelly is people around R. Kelly, they broke all types of laws. They committed all types of crimes. And when the shit came back, it came back on R. Kelly. It came back on R. Kelly. They was around here. They was around R. Kelly doing shit in the name of R. Kelly. I keep on telling people. A lot of people that was around. What's up, Nothing Nice? A lot of people that was around Mary Dukes. What's up? A lot of people that was around R. Kelly and a part of his entourage, those people probably more than likely, 9 times out of 10, those people were breaking laws. Those people were committing crimes. But those people don't have shit. So we're going to come after the big fish, which the big fish was R. Kelly. So, yeah, all these your crew members, yeah, you're a part of R. Kelly entourage? Okay, we're going to come, we file suits against R. Kelly. They don't give a damn about those entourage members. They want to file suits against R. Kelly. Y'all heard what Larry said. We got bus drivers, we got managers, we got girlfriends, we got people to lie. You know, he said we got all these people ready to ready to go and go point the finger and say that R. Kelly made me do it. R. Kelly the reason I did it. This is what this brother said. This is what this brother said. So I believe a lot of people that R. Kelly had around him, I believe some of those people did commit crimes, but they did it in the name of R. Kelly, and he had to pay the price for it. Right? He said we got the stores, we got video, we got audio. They said they had video and audio, and all they could produce in New York. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something. This all they could produce in New York. Hold on right quick. Hold on. Let me show y'all what the audio. Let me show y'all what the video and audio in New York look like. All you hear is in the background. Hey, you stole my watch. Look, people come up missing for shit like this. This all you hear. You hear a conversation in the background. You don't see shit. This was their evidence. This was their video evidence in New York. This is what they evidence. This is what their video evidence in New York look like. You hear two people having a conversation about a stolen watch, and you hear somebody say, people come up missing for stealing and shit like that. And that's true. Depending on what you steal, your ass might come up missing. That's a fact. This is the video and audio that they presented in the New York trial. You don't see nothing, but you hear a conversation being had. They say there was enough evidence. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's the video. That's the video and audio that they presented in the New York. Larry Cox, what's up? That's the video and audio that they presented in the New York trial. You don't see nobody. All you hear is a conversation being had off camera. And they say, close your eyes. They told the jury to close your eyes. They told the jurors to close your eyes and listen. You're not going to see nothing. You're not going to see nothing. But I just want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear what's going on. Make that make sense, man. Now we thought New York. We thought New York was corrupt. Look at the shit that's going on in Chicago. What's up? Ela Soul. I don't know how to pronounce it all, but I try my best. I try my best to butcher your shit every time I come. I say I'm gonna call you E. E. What up, E? We thought New York was corrupt. Look at the shit going on in Chicago. Chicago is like Jerry Springer, man. Chicago is like Jerry Springer mixed with the Morris Show. I swear to God, this shit is all out of hand. All out of control. All out of control. What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Man, you got prosecutors making burner email accounts and then naming themselves the Pied Piper in the email. Like, you got to be dumb as the fuck. How dumb do you have to be to do some shit like that? I mean, you just flat out stupid in the motherfucker. Excuse my language. He said it right. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You have to be by far the dumbest motherfucker walk the earth to go and make a. How do you? It should have been a regular email. It should have been a regular email account. If your dumb ass gonna name it the Pied Piper, make that make sense. Man, these people gotta be out their rabbit ass mind. Gotta be. But the thing about Chicago, the corruption in Chicago runs so deep. The corruption in Chicago runs so deep. I mean, years and years back. I tell people, if y'all never watched Judas the Black Messiah, that's a movie I tell people to watch it. If you ever watch Judas the Black Messiah, you will see how long Chicago has been corrupt in the way that Chicago has been corrupt. Chicago has been corrupt for decades, man, centuries. It's been corruption in Chicago forever. The brother Fred Hampton was killed by the government, and they used a informant to take him down. And the crazy part about the informant that took him down, the informant was a brother. The informant was a brother. They used another brother to kill a brother who was out here trying to educate young brothers and sisters of color. See, people don't want to have that real conversation, man. But the conversation has to be had. How is it okay for us as a culture, as a community? How are you okay with watching the corruption? How are you okay? You don't have to like R. Kelly. You don't have to hate R. Kelly. You don't have to be for R. Kelly. But what you should be for is justice. You should be for fair and impartial justice. You should be for right and wrong. This country is built off of laws, and the government shouldn't get a chance to break the law while trying to enforce the law. Do that make sense? How do the government get a pass, or how does the government get a pass to break the law while trying to enforce the law? They supposed to abide by the laws that they want us to be governed by. How can you break the laws that you're supposed to uphold? Our people, our community should be in outrage, whether you are for Robert Kelly or against him, because these laws are being broke and changed. You say, hey man, you should watch my cop watching video. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I get over there and watch. I'm gonna get over there and check you out. It's sad our people don't care. They don't take anything serious. They make a joke out of everything. Exactly. All the attorneys need to keep bringing motion. Most definitely. And what our people are not understanding is it's Robert today, but it could be you tomorrow. It could be your son. It could be your dad. It could be your mother. It could be your sister. It could be your cousin. It could be your pastor. It could be your nurse. It could be your doctor. You know, it could be your car salesman. It could be your teacher. It could be anybody that's attached to you tomorrow. But if you sit back and allow the government to break the laws that they put in place for us to be governed by, then you are being complicit, right? That's the word, right? You are being complicit. If you sit back and allow the government to break the laws that we are supposed to be governed by, that they are supposed to uphold, at this point, you are being complicit. How can you be okay with them breaking laws and rewriting laws and changing laws just to convict somebody, all because you don't like that person, all because you have a disdain for that person? That makes it okay? I don't wish death on my worst enemy. I wouldn't even want if I see my enemy in a tight situation, I'm not praying that the worst happened to him. Man, look, if I see I could be just got into a fight with a brother. And 2 miles up the street, I can see that brother then ran into a tree. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop my car. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna go and help that brother. My pride ain't bigger than my heart. My pride is not bigger than my heart. I understand that I was sent here for a purpose. We are all God's children. We are all made equal. Yeah, we have misunderstandings. We may not always agree, but if I see my brother or my sister in need, guess what I'm going to do? That means if they're black, Caucasian, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do my job as a servant. I'm going to do my job as a servant, because no matter if me and this person had problems, me and this person just had a fight, me and this person just had a disagreement, if that person is in a dire situation and need aid rendered, I become a servant. I have to serve my purpose now. I can't sit back and let my emotions and my frustrations and my anger sit back and watch a person lose their life all because I don't like them. I can't sit back and watch a person throw their life away all because I don't like them. That's not okay with me. That's not okay. People don't realize our rights are getting stripped away. Exactly. Exactly. What's up, Ashley Cashin? Yeah, just to catch daddy, since they are just mad all them other times he had got acquitted. Right. Can his lawyers call the DA to stand? I mean, you can subpoena anybody, I'm guessing. You can subpoena anybody. My boy Lexington, what's up? I need to be up under the bed. I gotta be at the house when it started making noise. What it do, fam? What up, man? I'm just doing a drive by tonight to say hello, everyone. I'll catch the replay. Bet. Yeah, man. But see, all these people sitting back, people sitting back watching Robert Sylvester Kelly honestly be treated like, man, they treat a citizen, they treat a sovereign citizen, a refugee. They treat a refugee who shoot up a marathon, who bombs a theater, who bombs a store, shoot up a movie theater. They treat these people with the utmost respect, but they treat Robert Sylvester Kelly as if this man is a piece of paper that can be picked up, balled up, and threw in the trash. You know what I'm saying? They treating this brother like he's not even a citizen of this country. I mean, all of his rights. I mean, they don't even care. They don't even care that about his rights. They don't even care that he have rights. They don't even care that he's a human being. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit is like, to me, it's like, man, just think about it. Like, we watching all of this corruption take place. We watching all of these violations be committed, and you have people over there are okay. They are okay. They be like, I don't care how we win, long as we win. Ashley say advise she trolling. What did see what she said? I don't know. Ashley Cash on. I never this is the first time I'm seeing this name in the chat. So I don't know if she trolling. Say Ashley Davis, really, how do you all get them screwdrivers? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Man. Oh yeah, he's gonna walk out. Man, can y'all imagine? Like all the people who have been following this, all the people who have been following this all the people who have been following this case, could y'all imagine this whole case, everything that has transpired since 2019? Could y'all imagine this being a movie? Could y'all imagine, man, if they turn this whole case into a movie with everything that has taken place, who going to the movie to see it? Who gonna go to the movie to see this? If this, man, this would be this movie, like with all of this corruption and everything, this shit would be like, man, this would be major, major on so many levels. EJ say CeeLo said it best. My mind won't allow me to be curious. My folks don't understand, so they don't take it serious. Exactly. Oh, look at Miss Bougie, man. Oh, Tasha, where you come from? Depends on who getting paid for the movie. For me, no, Kels would have to do all. It would have to be directed by Kels, written by Kels, directed by Kels, performed by Kels. He would have to be like Richard Pryor, play 5 or 6 different characters. It would have to be all Kels. It's going to be another Mississippi Burning, man. I'm telling you, I would love to see all of the corruption, with the amount of corruption that has took place, man, it's gonna be crazy. So I live down the street from Stoneman Douglas School, where the boy shot up the school, and they treated him with so much respect, even after he jumped on a guard while he was locked up. I'm telling you, man. Look at the boy over, and you go to South Carolina, where the guy went in the church and shot all of those people up in the church. They took this brother to McDonald's. They took this brother to McDonald's to get something to eat before taking him to the precinct. Make that make sense. Can you make sense of that? They took this brother to McDonald's to get something to eat before they took him to the precinct. Do y'all do y'all have any knowledge of the sergeant? Do y'all have any knowledge of the sergeant that was pulled over and arrested, pepper sprayed, and arrested? I'm not sure what state it was in, but he was an army sergeant. He was coming home from. He was coming home. That was coming home, and he was pulled over. I guess for the tint in his window. It was 6 police officers pulled this sergeant over. He was a brother. He was a colored guy. They pulled this guy over. 6 officers pulled him over. They searched his car. They pepper sprayed him and everything. Like, they violated this man. This man was a sergeant in the army, one of the top ranked sergeants you could be in the army. He gave the people his credentials. He cooperated, told the people everything they needed to know. He wasn't resisting arrest or none. Man, they jumped on this brother. They pepper sprayed this brother, violated his rights, had him in handcuffs without reading his rights. And guess what? Those officers that was involved in that little town that did that to that brother, none of them are being charged. None of them are being charged. They get to walk scot-free. They get to walk scot-free. This man go and serve this country, put his life on the line for this country, just to come back and get pulled over and racial profile, then sprayed, pepper sprayed, handcuffed, locked up, and everything. And all of these officers get to walk free. At the gas station, right, T. Glenn? The black sergeant at the gas station. This is This is what we deal with. But then we have brothers out here who are okay with the government, with police officials out here breaking laws, which laws are in place for the police in the government to uphold. How can you uphold a law, but at the same time you breaking the law? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. How can you uphold the law, but in the same sense you turn around and break the law at the same time? And then you have people that look like us who are celebrating victories when the victory wasn't won in the right way. That's crazy. I don't get that. That's just me. I don't get that. I come on here today, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell. Make sure you get notified every time I come on. Each and every time I come on. And if you want to contact me, there go my contact information, bigvalopinion88@gmail.com. There go my cash out, Big Val Opinion. But most importantly, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. It's free. Like, share, and subscribe. It's free. It's free. I'm begging you guys. I'm begging you guys to subscribe, please. Tasha, you been going to bingo. Miss Bougie, you still been going to bingo? I need to go to bingo. I want to go to bingo. So let me get a vote. Do y'all think how do y'all think it ain't a vote? Let me see some opinions. I want to see what y'all opinions are. What do y'all think the outcome of the Chicago trial going to be? I'm going to put them up on the stream. What do y'all think? Miss VT, what's up? What do y'all think the outcome of the Chicago trial going to be? What would y'all like to see in the Chicago trial? What would y'all like to see? I'm going to put y'all opinions up on the stream. What do y'all think what would y'all like to see, and what would y'all like the outcome to be? Avera said not guilty. Okay. Let's see. Ashley said I would like to see not guilty. Nothing nice said case dismissed. Okay. T. Glenn say I would like to see not guilty. Okay. If you say you would like to see not guilty, why? Cry XOX. Say case dismissed. Why? If y'all say case dismissed, give me one reason why y'all feel like the case should be dismissed. One reason. One reason why y'all feel like the case should be dismissed. Let's see how many different reasons people come up with. One reason why y'all feel like the case should be dismissed. What's one reason y'all feel like he should be found not guilty? All right. CryXOX said corruption. Ms. Bougie said mistrial. All right. Ashley said corruption. All right. Hold on. Let's get to CryXOX said too much corruption. Okay. T. Glenn said he's innocent. Harriet Wade said same. God intervened. Right. I agree with that. Ashley Davis say legal age of women. That's a good one too. Nothing Nice said too many violations. I like the sound of that. I most definitely like the sound of that. What are one of the violations? Nothing Nice. Alvaro say too many lies, inconsistency, a mess. I agree. I agree. ATB said not guilty. Judge putting Jane Doe under charges for lying to the government. Okay. Okay. Ashley said he was framed. Okay, Ashley, what is something that you feel like they framed him with? What is something that you feel like they framed him with? King R. Jerry reviews. What's up, King? Ashley, what is something you feel they framed him on? This finna get interesting right here. I can't see the likes, so make sure moderators, make sure y'all checking them likes and remind them to get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Yeah, get them likes up. 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 Hey, we going in. Ashley said on the first video. Okay, Ashley, do you understand? Do you know what happened in the 2008 trial why he was not found guilty? Ashley, do you know what happened in the first trial why he was not found guilty? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ashley said the fact that McDavid and Loggins went to school together. Right. I told people that they have a relationship. They have a relationship. Nothing Nice say the government changed the statute of limitations after Robert was arrested. Right. So they can't go. That means the statute of limitation is still in place because he was arrested before they changed it. So that means he's governed under that old law. They was dumb as hell. Nothing Nice. That just goes to show you how dumb the government is. They arrest him first and then they change the law. They should have changed the law first, then arrested him. If they wanted to change the statute of limitation, they should have changed it first and then made the arrest. But instead, they made the arrest first and then changed the statute of limitation, which means he's governed under the old law. I mean, the people are, I mean, they were so smart too. They were so dumb. Okay, HB said exactly. Ashley said in LV, Lisa Van Allen was incredible at all. Steven Berger said no concrete evidence. No concrete evidence at all. No deal. No deal, as my boy Black CEO say. No deal. No deal. Now, why have, say, the person on the tape did not have the mark R. Kelly has on his back, or was it other way around? He was acquitted on the first in the 2008 case due to the discrepancy between the placement of a mole. It was about the mole. The first trial was about the mole on the back. The mole. The mole. It was about the mole on the back. Ashley said they did not know when the tape was made either. Exactly. And plus they said they couldn't determine the age or the person on the female on the tape. So the tape is still not relevant because they were able to prove that it wasn't R. Kelly on the tape. Wow. How about that? That's not what the judge said. It was retroactive. Man, the judge, they making up shit. Nothing Nice. They trying to make up shit to go back, but you can't arrest a person in August and then go back in September and say, well, there's no more statute of limitation. No, you can't do laws like that. You can't. That law changed the day that it was signed into effect. So if he was arrested before that law was signed into effect, then guess what? He's governed under that old law. But, we live in a country of judges and prosecutors who feel as though they can do what they want to do. As you saw in the New York trial, did anyone catch this in the New York trial, right? The New York trial, the accuser's testimony was so far off. This happened in the New York trial now. The accuser's testimony was so far off that the government asked the judge, could they go in and change the language on the charges that they had already written out to charge this brother with. In the New York trial, the accuser's testimony was so far off from the charges that they were trying to charge this brother with. They asked the judge, could they go in and change the language? They asked the judge, could they change the language of the charge while in the midst of court? They asked the judge, could they change the language of the charge while they were inside of the trial? That's just how bad the testimonies of the accusers was in New York. The prosecutors asked the judge, can we change the language of one of the charges that's in the indictment? When have y'all ever seen anything like that? When have y'all ever seen anything like that? People be like, that didn't really happen. I'm like, read the transcript. See, that's one thing about our people. Our people never rely on the news media outlets to tell us the truth. But all of a sudden, it's R. Kelly. They believe everything the media say. I yield back, as my brother Black CEO say. As our brother Black CEO say, I yield back. When have the Black community ever relied on the news media to give us news righteously? When have the news media ever gave us news that was correct? We watched news, the same news media, when we watched Michael Brown with his hands up, said that he was charging an officer. This is the same news media we watched when Breonna Taylor was killed in her home, said that she was a drug dealer. Come on now. This is the same news media said that Trayvon Martin was wrong for defending himself. The same news media, right? But when all of us, the whole world was in an outrage. This is the same news media that talked more about George Floyd's drug addiction than him being choked on the ground for 20 minutes. It's the same news media that had us in outrage, protesting, marching all over the world. But then when they come and talk about R. Kelly, the news is credible. Make that shit make sense. Make that make sense. Oh, everything they say now since it's involving R. Kelly, it's true. Yeah, he did that. But you just were talking about fuck the news. You were just talking about boycotting CNN. You were just talking about fuck CNN. You were just talking about NBC, CBS. You know, these are the same people who had nothing to say good about the news media. And until they came out talking about Robert Sylvester Kelly, now everybody talking about, you saw it on the news said, you saw this on the news did this, the news said that. Man, fuck the news. That's how I feel. The news ain't accurate. Them motherfuckers come on, not even the Weather Channel. Oh, you got 100% chance of rain today. All goddamn day the sun out. Come on, man. They getting so goddamn lazy, they not even doing their job. This the same news television show that we watch. that sit there and tear our people down, but then soon it comes to them talking about somebody that you have a disdain for, now they so credible. When did the news media ever become credible in the black community? And this is nothing against Caucasian people, but we're talking about the news media outlets. When have they ever supported our people? Just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it honest. If I'm lying, then hey, correct me. Just if I'm lying, just correct me. I'm young as hell, but I understand this. I understand this. How can I expect someone to teach me a job? How can I expect someone to teach me a job that's afraid of me taking their position? Answer that. How do I expect someone to teach me how to do a job correctly that's afraid of me taking their position? Do y'all think that's possible? Do y'all think somebody really gonna train you to do a job when you and they know you coming in to take their position? Are you serious? Make that shit make sense. Man, they blocked R. Kelly trial off from the public, and all of the news was reporting was nothing but negativity. Nothing but negativity. Nothing but negativity. They didn't report, the news media outlets didn't report none of the positive things that happened in the case. They didn't report none of the negligence. They didn't report none of the corruption. They didn't report none of that. But every day they came out of there, they talk about how the accusers was looking, how the accusers was feeling. They reported R. Kelly sat there whispering to his lawyers. He didn't say much. But y'all didn't talk about the cross examinations, how Kenny was crossing these people up. Then you got one of the Jane Doe number 6 mother come out and say, well, she don't have genital STD. She got it in her mouth. But she gonna then say he was trying to give it to her. You get what I'm saying? The mother of Jane Doe number 6 say he was trying to give my daughter a STD. How do you try to give somebody something? It's either you did or you didn't. You can't try to do shit. You try to wake up. You try to go to sleep. You try to eat something. You try to drink something. That's the type of shit you try to do. You don't try to get nobody no STD. It's either you did or you didn't. It's either you did or you didn't. But this the same they use. I told people yesterday, if you take Jane Doe number 6 out of the case, that case doesn't even take place in New York. It was all because of Jane Doe number 6 that the case was even in New York. It's in the mother come out and say that her daughter doesn't have this, that, and the other, and that he was trying to give it to her. How do somebody try to give you something? Ain't nothing nice. I'm gonna try to give you $1. Hey E, I'm gonna try to give you $1. Ashley, I'm gonna try to give you $1. Well, Faith, we all know why Faith was mad. when Faith was on that phone call, when Jane Doe number 6 was on that phone call with R. Kelly, he told her, you know I don't talk on the phone. She wanted R. Kelly to fly her to New York. He told her he wasn't flying her to New York, that she had to find her own way to New York. Somehow, she mustered up and shook enough ass to get her a plane ticket to get to New York. She got to New York, he still wasn't fucking with her. He still wasn't fucking with her. I'm gonna need for all of my supporters to try and give me $1 on my Cash App. I need y'all to try to give me $1. I need y'all to try to give me $1. I need y'all to try to give me $1 on my Cash App, man. Can y'all try to give me $1? I ain't never asked y'all for nothing. But I'm asking, can y'all try to give me $1? Oh, I'm gonna need all my supporters that mess with me. I'm gonna need y'all to try to give me $1. Oh. Oh shit. It's either you did or you didn't. It's either you did or you didn't. Man, sometimes it's best for to shut the fuck up. She probably so mad at her mama. Mom, why did you come out why did you come out and say that? Mom, you should have said that. Mom, why did you go on that platform and said that he tried? I told the judge and the jury that he did. I told him that he did. But if you let a motherfucker big my opinion, I need everyone to try to send $1. Hey. She was on Diva. She was on Diva Divine Light. And I thank Diva for correcting me, because I had initially said that her mama said she didn't have nothing. But what her mama said is she didn't she didn't have genital, but she had it in the mouth. But he was trying to give it to her though. Bring your ass here. Come on, girl, get your ass back here. Yeah, I'm about to give you these herpes. You better bring that ass back here. I'm about to give you these herpes. I'm about to give it to you. Now, come on, you want? I'm about to give it to you now. Girl, bring your ass here. I'm about to give you this shit. You want this? I'm about to give it to you. You want it? Girl, you gonna take this herpes. I hear, I don't want it. No, Robert, I don't want it. No, Robert, I'm not trying to get it. I don't want it. No. Fake told Robert, pineapples. Oh, hell no. Man, these people crazy, man. The fake told Cam, no. I don't want it. You gonna take these herpes. You gonna take this herpes. Man, but these people crazy, man. These people is flat out crazy, bro. Yeah, she filed charge after he stopped dealing with her. He wasn't even fucking with Faith no more. He wasn't fucking with Jane Doe number 6 no more. She was on the phone. They played the recording, him and her on the phone, and she was trying to talk to him. And he told her he don't talk on the phone. And if she wanted to talk, then she would have to come and see him. But he wasn't paying for her no ticket to come and see him. She had to buy it herself. You know what I'm saying? Then she mad because a lot of these women got mad. A lot of these females got mad simply because he chose the two people that he chose. And I'm gonna speak on that. I had to plug my phone up a little bit, so I wasn't sure if y'all gonna be able to see me or not. Okay, y'all can see me a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna speak on that. So I want to know what y'all opinion is. Now I'm gonna see if y'all try to send me $1. Now I need y'all to try to send me $1. But I'm gonna speak on this, and this is gonna be a good topic for us to talk about. Okay, if I need y'all, I'm asking y'all a question first. In the beginning, when it came out that Robert had 2 live-in girlfriends, why did everybody try to make it seem as though Joy was slow, or Joy was everybody tried to make it seem like Joy had a problem, like she was not too, she wasn't able to think for herself or something. I thought James 6 said RSK that Tim told her Joy had. That's how she found out. So, at what point did she have sores in her mouth? Man, that girl. Look, the whole thing with Jane Doe number 6. The whole thing with Jane Doe number 6 is we have to go back to the police report from 2015 when the officers claimed that she tried to file charges on someone in Dallas, Texas, alleging that their brother had gave her herpes. So in 2013, or was it 2013 or 15, like the government say, round or about 2013, 2015, whoever she was dealing with, when the officers was called out to the scene, it was alleged that whomever this brother was had allegedly gave her the package. Around or about 2013 to 2015. That's how the government do their timeline. So, okay, I'll check it. I only got one phone now, so I'll check it, T. Glean. It say, I believe that that's a narrative that Angelo fed to Tasha K. Exactly. So, from the initial appearance of Joy and Ass, who do y'all think? What was y'all thought process? And I want y'all to judge this based off of the Gayle King interview. Based off of the Gayle King interview, what was your thought process? What was your thought process of Ass and Joy? And I'll let y'all know mine. Because, see, I looked at that interview. A lot of people liked it Ass because she was a firecracker. Right, Ashley. When we first saw them on the Gayle King interview, what was your initial thought? I know a lot of people liked it Ass because they really didn't care for Gayle. So they liked the fact that they liked it Ass attitude towards Gayle. But okay, nothing nice. Say Joy was the humble, and the other one was disrespectful. I felt that way too. When I looked at that, it say the one who talks the most is basically the one who break and fold. All right. It say Ass and Joy are not victims. Of course they're not. Of course they weren't victims. But the thing is, when I watched the Gayle King interview, I said to myself, like, how Joy sat, Joy posture, the way that she sat up, the way she looked, the way that she responded to Gayle questions, she conducted herself like a young lady should. She conducted herself like a young lady should. But you can tell that as it's just, you can tell that home, that upbringing. You can see the flaws. You can see the flaws in the upbringing. You can see the flaws and the difference in the upbringing. I'm not saying that Tim and Jongelin was better than Pimp Low and Alice Dunn Warren, but the way that Joy conducted herself during that interview and her poise and composure, I saw that, she was more of R. Kelly. She fit R. Kelly more. To me, she fits R. Kelly more. She's more, it seems like she has the patience to deal with a person like R. Kelly. As on the other hand, she, just like she became a problem, she was gonna eventually be a problem. She was gonna eventually be a problem. If it wasn't this court case, it would have been something else. If it wasn't this court case, it was gonna be something else. Something else that was gonna take place that was gonna cause problems in Kel's life when it comes to ass, because the simple fact is she was a loose cannon. She doesn't have any proper home training. It was gonna be a falling out. If it wasn't about this case and everything that's going on, she would have fell out. It would have been something else that would have caused them to fall out. Right. Exactly. Exactly. She was the real problem in Robert's life. Exactly. Exactly. What Courtney said, break it down like a double barrel shotgun. Exactly. Joy was Joy was way mature. She conducted herself like a lady. What my girl say? Such a fucking lady. Such a fucking lady. Who is that? What's one of them comedian ladies say that? I know one of them be like, she ready. I think that's Tiffany Haddish. But then you got the other comedian lady, she say that, such a fucking lady. Joy conducted herself like such a fucking lady. And then you had, Jane Doe #5, who was just off the goddamn chain. You got Jane Doe #5 that's just off the chain. She was gonna cause Kel's problems eventually down the road. Ain't no way she couldn't keep up with that. She couldn't keep up that act because all of it was an act. Everything Ash was doing was an act. She never cared about R. Kelly. She didn't love R. Kelly. Ain't no way. You don't. What the man say? Oh, when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so sad now that you gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? When you love somebody, you don't treat them like that. When you love somebody, you don't change up when they when they you don't kick them when they down. When you really love somebody, that means I'm here with you. I'm here with you through thick and thin. I'm ready to go to hell and back with you. You know what I'm saying? If you heard, like y'all heard what Samuel L. Jackson said on Django when Calvin's cough. Look on Django, and y'all paid attention on Django when Calvin, the white boy Calvin, coughed and said he was sick. That goddamn Samuel L. Jackson gonna say, "We sick, boss." Hey, look, on Django, when the white boy Calvin coughed and said he wasn't feeling good, Samuel L. Jackson gonna say, "We sick, boss." You know what I'm saying? When you love somebody, when your partner's sick, you sick. When your partner happy, you happy. When you really love somebody, you go through whatever they going through with them. You don't leave when the ship start to sink. You don't leave when shit get tough. Because sometimes in life, I'm going to take y'all there. See, God attests us. See, this is the whole thing. That's why I keep telling people, this is the test of R. Kelly's life. This is the test of people around R. Kelly to see if they really cared. And God, this is the test that God prepared for Kels to show him. These are all the people around you that you had genuine love for. These people that you would have died for. These people you would give your last to. And when it came down to you having to need them, all of these people turned their back on you, but the ones who really loved you, the ones who really loved you was prepared to ride this thing out. Whether it turned out good or bad, they was willing to ride this thing out. But the ones that didn't really care for you, they taking off. They looking for the life jackets. They looking for the inner tubes. They looking for the spare boats. They not willing to go down and sink with you. See, this woman, she didn't love Kels. So even when I hear her in the beginning talk about, oh, I just love Robert. Oh, look at his head. This, that, and the third. That was all a fucking act. That was all an act. Robert, my baby. All this, that's a fucking act. That was all an act. She never cared about this man, and he genuinely had love for this young lady. And she abused that shit. She played the part. People can say, oh, she did love him. She didn't give a fuck. What she did was what she was gonna do anyway. Did nobody have to get her to flip? She was gonna do that anyway. Because her purpose for going there was to do what she did. Simple as that. You don't just stop loving somebody in the morning if you loved them last night. If you genuinely love somebody, you just don't wake up, oh, it's Thursday, I don't give a fuck anymore. When you love somebody, you just don't do that. Love doesn't react that way. Love is not something that you can turn on and just turn off. When you love somebody, that means there's an emotional, not just an emotional, there's a spiritual, there's a binding connection between you and that person that only God can separate. You can only spiritually, we as humans, we don't have the ability to separate love that we have for someone. Only God can separate that love when you genuinely love somebody. You don't have the power in that. Why you think when people go through relationships and people go through breakups, when people go through breakups, they be hurt. You know, why you think the hurt lasts so long? Because love is not something you can just get rid of. There's no cure for love. I don't give a damn how much time passed. You sit back and say, oh, that man did me so bad. But you still have love in your heart for that man somewhere. Because you can't replace that love. No matter how bad that woman treated you. You may not be with that woman, but that love that you have for that woman, it's like it just stores itself away somewhere silent. That love go dormant, but that love is still there. Love is not something that you can just turn on or off. So when you see what Jane Doe number 5 did, the reason why she was able to do what she did Oh, you might not even make it to court. You might not even make it to court. Oh, you messed up. Oh, you lied to me. You don't kick a man while he down. She insulted that brother on that phone call. She kicked this brother while he was down, but then try to say she did it in the name of love. You a goddamn lie. When you love somebody, you don't treat them like that when they in a situation where they can't even defend themselves. You don't do that. Make that make sense. R. Kelly knew who really loved him because love is not something that you say. Love is not something that you say. Love is something that you show. Love is an action. Love is an action word. It's what you do. It's what you do. Anybody can say it. It's what you do. It's what you do. Love is about your actions. Your actions speak to, you don't have to tell a person that you love them. What they say, don't tell me you love me, show me. Show me you love me. You got to show me you love me. My love got to come from the show me state. You got to show me you love me. You can't just say, oh, Big Vi, I love you. Yeah, I bet. Show me. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice to show me that you love me? Don't just tell me you love me. And what do you think Ass did? What do you think she showed R. Kelly? She showed him that she didn't give a fuck about him. That's what she did. Jane Doe number 5 showed him that she didn't give a fuck about him. And that's it. That's all. She never did. She never cared. She just was enjoying the lifestyle that she could never get if she was with Pimp Low and Alice Dunn One. Love is not something that just turn on and turn off. You don't just turn love on and off. You know what I'm saying? Love is something that you show. Love is about your actions. You know what I'm saying? You can tell anybody, I love you, you know, but to show somebody you love them means it has a totally different meaning. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna stick here by your side. Like when they say them vows for better or for worse, through thick or thin, better or for worse, sick or I don't know. I ain't never been married, but I know they talk about a lot of that shit when they read them vows off. You know what I'm saying? Love is not a word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? Love is an action. You know what I'm saying? You love somebody based on your actions. You know what I'm saying? You don't love nobody based off, oh, I love you. No, you don't do that. And love is not a on or off switch. You just don't turn on love. You just don't turn off love. When you love somebody, that means you willing to put your life on the line for these people. I put my life on the line for my children. I give my life for my children. She said R. Kelly told her they have to feed the tiger before the tiger bites them. The tiger was her, and she did not even know it. Oh man, that's deep. Can't wait to find out who wrote that letter to Kel. Oh, it's a letter. Somebody wrote a letter. I didn't hear it. She thought he was talking about Joy. He was really talking about her. Wow, that's deep. And I like Kel. If you listen to Kel music, if you really are R. Kelly fan, you listen to how he always like the symbolism. He used a lot of symbolism in his music. You know, you have to listen to the stuff that he say. You know, he always like when you hear him doing interviews, like he always articulate and he always use references. when you listen to Kel's music, even his interviews, when he explained things, he always used references. Like on the Travis Smiley interview, and Travis Smiley asking him about, things that went on in the house when you growing up. And he's like, well, growing up, this, that, and the third, he say, as a kid, all you thinking about is, like when you making cereals, you got the spoon, you got the bowl, and you got the milk in the cereals. You that's all you thinking about. The spoon, the bowl, the milk, and the cereal. He always, when he's asked questions, he always have some type of reference that he could reference things to make it make sense. So when he talk about the tiger, that's a good ass analogy. And she was so if she was so dumb, and I'ma say it, she was so dumb that she didn't even catch what he was saying because she was not in tune. See, when somebody speak like when somebody speak the way that R. Kelly speak, or anyone like R. Kelly, you have to really be in tune. You have to really be in tune. When he talk about the sword, he say my music is my sword. He say if I'm going to a war, you know, and they got swords, he say my voice is my sword. He say why would I stop singing if this is my weapon? Why would I put my weapon down if I'm going into war? Which was his voice. He knew that his voice was his weapon. The guy, you have to really be in tune to understand how he articulate things. This girl had no she honestly, man, Kels, she had no business even. She was nearby on the level of understanding for Kels. She was nowhere near the level, or nowhere near close to having a level of understanding for a guy like Kels. Yes, he may have dyslexia, but he has common sense. He has common sense. He has common knowledge. He understands shit. He may not be able to read as much, but he understands. What's up, BB Beauty? But see, one thing about it, if a person is deep, you have to be in tune with them to understand the analogies. When they make analogy, you have to be able to understand how they articulate. You have to be able to understand what they mean when they say certain things. You know what I'm saying? If you got a partner that you've been with, if you've been with your husband or your wife for 10, 20 years, it's certain things, that you say, or around it's certain things that you say to your husband that if you said it around other people, they will look like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that you will say around your husband that other people will look like, what the hell is you talking about? But your husband may be like, okay, baby. Or it's certain things that your husband may say around other people, and people like, what the hell he talking about? But you know what you be like, all right, honey, I got it. See, when you in tune with your partner, when you are in tune with your partner, you understand the way that they articulate. You know what they mean when they say certain things. Exactly. I agree, Ashley. I agree with that too. See, she was never in tune with R. Kelly. Because if Jane Doe number 5 was really in tune with Robert, she wouldn't do the same thing to him that has been done to him his whole life. He gave this lady his love, and she turned around and took that and used it against him. You don't do to someone, if I've told you that I've been hurt by this person, I've been hurt by that person. This person done this to me. This person done that to me. You know what I'm saying? when you sit up, if I'm dealing with a lady and I'm telling her how much I've been wrong, how people have took advantage of me, and she say, "Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Oh, I won't never do that to you." And then you turn around and do exactly what I told you that these people have done to me in the past. Ain't no fucking. We have nothing to talk about. I've told you how I've been hurt before. I've told you how people have done me before. I've told you how people have taken advantage of me before. And you sit here and act like you care so much just to turn around and do the same damn thing? Get the fuck out of my life. Why are you here? There's no purpose for you being here. Nothing hurts more than a person that you've told your life to and they turn around and do the same damn thing to you. Nothing hurts more. Nothing hurt more. Because the thing is, if I tell you how I've been wrong, if I tell you how I've been stabbed in the back, if I told you how I've been snaked, I told you how I've been hurt, and you turn around and do the same exact thing, that means you never gave a fuck about me. You never gave a damn about me. That's why we can also, just like these women that did this shit, just like these women that turned on Kels, guess what you think Demetrius Smith? The same shit. Robert R. Kelly confided in Demetrius Smith. He really looked at Demetrius Smith like a big bro. He thought Demetrius Smith really cared about him. And everything that he told Demetrius about his life, Demetrius took all of that shit and used it against his brother. He took everything that this brother confided in him about, his upbringing, his father's absence, his mother, his siblings, brothers and sisters. He told him about his broken upbringing. And Demetrius turned right around and used that shit against R. Kelly and took advantage of him anyway. There's nothing good that's going to come to you for taking advantage of a person with a disability. You know, nothing good is going to come from you taking advantage of a person who's basically crying out to you for help, who's expressing themselves to you. I've been hurt. I've been wrong. This brother R. Kelly came to Demetrius for a safe haven. He looked at Demetrius like a protector, and Demetrius took advantage of that situation and took everything that this man had. This man wouldn't want a talent show. You go take his check and leave him on the streets. But this the same person that you proclaim to care about. You said you cared so much about this young man. This man thought highly enough of you to help you out and have you manage him, but then you take from him the little bit that he do get, you take that. After everybody that he done came across have already took everything he had before then. But it goes back to show, man, these are the type of people that this brother kept coming in contact with. He continually came into contact with heartless people. Kept coming into contact with heartless people. If it weren't for bad luck, shit, Kels wouldn't have none. How do you continue to meet nothing but fucked up individuals? But you can tell the man was so broken growing up because he gave everybody chances. He tried to help everybody. If his upbringing wasn't the way that it was, there's no way that he would have been so giving. There's no way he would have been so open. But he was so abandoned. He see, that's how it's, when you've been abandoned, when you've been abandoned, when you've been abandoned, you look and you look for people. You know, it's easy for you to accept people in because you think that these people care. You think that these people love you. One thing I can guarantee y'all is I believe in my heart that this man never even looked at himself to be a superstar that he was. I just don't believe this brother ever thought that he was as big as he was. I don't think he ever understood how big he was. I don't think Kels ever understood what he meant to the world. I don't think he understood the magnitude of who he was. That's why you see so many vultures around him. Because he gave opportunity to people that he shouldn't have even stopped and gave the time of the day to. That's the whole issue. That's why this brother is going through what he's going through. Because he never realized who he was and how big he was of a person to not deal with normal people, regular people. All of these people that came against him, none of these, what did any of these people have going on? What did they give to him? What did they bring to him? How could they help him? Instead, it was him helping all of them. He was helping all of them. Not one of them came to him with their own everything. None of them came to him with their own. Stricken situations. T. Glenn said, "Big Val Penn. At the end of the day, everyone did something to R. Kelly, a true child of God, they are going to pay. Most definitely, most definitely, man. We've been on here for 2 hours, man. I just had to come on. I just had to. I just really wanted to come on and give y'all some. I know I came on late. The YouTube streets was dead. You know, really wasn't too many people talking. So I came on to try to see what was going on. I didn't think the conversation would go over into what it went over into, but I thank God that y'all were here to kick it with me. It's about to be 3 a.m. in the morning. As I say, people mad at Kels because he did not put them on, but they don't understand that him writing a song is different from him getting them a record deal. He could not read. How could he help them when he could not help himself? Exactly. Exactly. How can I help y'all when I can't help myself? But instead, he was still helping himself, helping them. The man say he went to the bank for the first time. He only had $300,000 in the bank. He only had $300,000 in the bank the first time he went to the bank. But how is that when he having these female friends? He giving them 5K a piece. If you look at the six Jane Does, if he giving a 60,000 a year, he giving these girls $5,000 a month allowance. If you do 5,000 times 12, that's 60,000. If you do 60,000 times 6, you do that times 6. Y'all do the math. How is he able to afford and give all these women this type of money if and he didn't even have it to give? He didn't even have the money to give. Thanks for the super sticker, ATB. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the super sticker. I would be amazed when I would be laughing so hard when I get off of here and see all the dollars and see who all sent the dollar. If you can't, see who all tried to give your boy a dollar. I'm gonna go and see who all tried to give me a dollar. I'm gonna go and see who all tried to cash out me a dollar. I'm gonna see who all tried to cash out me a dollar, man. Boy, that was funny. Jane Doe number 6, Mama say Robert tried to give Robert tried to give uh her daughter herpes. How do you try to give somebody something? It's either you did or you didn't. Hey, I appreciate it, ATV. I appreciate it. No problem. I appreciate it. No problem. No problem at all, man. I appreciate anything. However you do it, I appreciate it. I appreciate the simple fact that you did give me a super sticker. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It feels good to see a super sticker pop up on the screen because when I work hard to get to this point. I've been putting in a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of effort to get to this point. So when I see a super sticker pop up, I appreciate that as well. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that as well. I really Ashley say, try and cash out our host. Jane Doe number 6 say, Kelly tried to give her daughter herpes. How do you try to give somebody something? Either you did or you didn't. Either you did or you didn't. You know, I consider y'all my family. Like I say, I always say I love each and every one of y'all. I look forward to coming on here talking to y'all. For the people who won the t-shirts and the cup and the giveaway, everything is in the process of being made. Soon as everything is done being made, I'm gonna start shipping everything out. I'll be letting y'all know as soon as I get all the products back so I can get everything put in the mail, get everything sent out. If you want to purchase a Big Vibe Opinion t-shirt, if you want to purchase a Big Vibe Opinion tumbler, all you gotta do is hit my email right there, bigvibeopinion88@gmail.com. Uh, yeah, yeah, right. He was giving them 10K for Christmas apiece to buy gifts with each other. No, they were getting 75. They were getting 75K for birthdays. You know what I'm saying? Ashley Davis said, I want to get a tumbler for my husband. Okay, all you gotta do is email me, Ashley, and also you can personalize the tumblers as well. All you gotta do is hit me up on my email, Big Vibe Opinion, and I can get you hooked up and whatever you want to get on it, as long as you got the pictures, you send me the pictures, whatever you want on it. I can get it personalized for you. All you gotta do is just hit me up on the email, bigvibeopinion88@gmail.com, and I can get that hooked up for you. Um, I really appreciate the support from everybody. I appreciate everybody who tried to send me is junk. Okay, all right, T Glenn. All right, I'll make sure I reply back to that. I'll make sure I reply back to that. And thanks to everyone who tried to send me a dollar tonight on the live, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate ATB. We had about 50 people in here at one point, and we talking about doing a live at 2 something in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time. So we had almost 50 people in here, man. So I consider that to be a great live. Yeah, that's the email right there. Boom, bigvibeopinion88@gmail.com. That's the email to hit me up, Ashley, so I can get that tumbler made. Most definitely. Um, we still yelling free cares. We still saying God is in control. God is most definitely in control. Uh, the more the more and more time go on, the more and more we're gonna find out things. We're gonna hear things, and let's just continue to keep praying that God continue to put his hands and cover R. Kelly, keep him protected in his shield. I pray that God protect each and every one of us in his shield and keep us away from these people. Y'all see the TV been going crazy. They talking about the monkeypox, talking about COVID. They talking about they declared a state of emergency. So y'all be safe. When y'all going to these gas pumps, make sure y'all using gloves. Make sure y'all using sanitizer wipes or whatever. Protect yourself, protect y'all offsprings, you know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy, all of the things that we're going through in these trying times. But God told us that we gonna be tried. God has warned us that these days was coming. He warned us that times like this was coming. So if you've been warned and you believe in God and you know that God is the only God and that he will make a way, and y'all know that God said that he would never leave us, nor will he forsake us. That means he got our back. God has our back. But we have to do our part and protect ourselves as best as possible. To be safe, you had to come to Texas and live here in the country. For real. I'm out here in big Texas too, man. I love Texas. I love Texas. I love Texas. Most definitely love Texas. Uh But yeah, man, God got us, and let's keep God first and keep God ahead of our life, man. Uh, people, it's a lot going on, but guess what? Ain't nothing going on that we ain't already been through before. So, just stay prayed up, put God first, and hey, whatever happened is meant to happen. You can't change. What's meant to be, gonna be. You can't do nothing about it. I love each and every one of y'all, and guess what? Y'all can't do nothing about it. And until next time, Big Val Opinion is about to sign out. Free Kels, free Kels, free Kels until we see Kels. ATB said we trying to leave here. It's too damn hot. Yeah, it is hot, man. But guess what? I'd rather take this heat than be in the pits of the fire, man. ATB, I'd rather take this heat on earth than to be in the fire pit of hell. Good night, each and every one of y'all, man. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, man.
Yeah. Baby, go leave me, don't leave. Baby, go leave me, don't leave me. Baby, go leave me, don't leave. Baby, go leave me, don't leave me. Baby, go leave me, don't leave. Please show me your tree colors. Yeah. Baby, go leave me, don't leave. Baby, go leave me, don't leave.